Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Praveen here. I hope you guys are extremely doing good. So in today's video, we will be learning about Ansible and various kinds of playbooks or automation, which will be very much helpful for you while you are going for the interview. And I will make this video very short, script, and everything that is needed for your interview to get it clear with respect to Ansible. So what are you waiting for? Let's start with the screen share. And if you are new to the channel, this is Praveen here. I have total of 8+ years of experience in DevOps and SRE, and I teach cloud content on cloud and DevOps and SRE. You can check out all my channels and you can complete all the projects which are there in the interview playlist. Also, I have cracked 30+ interviews in my journey of 8+ years of experience. You can check that playlist on my YouTube video where Amazon interview experience, Paytm, SAP, Informatica, Dun& Bradstreet, and Microsoft, Google, Atlassian, all those interview with questions I have shared. You can check that. So let's get started into the Ansible, guys. I will quickly share my screen and we will check like what exactly the Ansible is. Okay. So let's start with understanding about Ansible, and I will tell you in very basic terms. Guys, you have a Linux box, okay, and you have a Windows box. Very simple, huh? Now, for a college going student, if I want to tell you that what is Ansible, the basic thing is that it's a tool of DevOps which is used for automations. Now, let's say like you have any kind of laptop and you want to install softwares onto this system, right? Particularly if we talk about the Linux laptop, right? Linux OS based laptop, and you want to install all the softwares into this system. And one such tool which will help you to install all the software is Ansible. So the first point in terms of learning Ansible is software installations. Very, very important. So you can install any type of software onto your system. The second use case is infra provisioning. Now you will ask me, Praveen, in the last video, you have told us about Terraform, which is infrastructure provisioning, but now you are telling Ansible is also infrastructure provisioning. Here, slight differences are there. Ansible is more kind of the sequential patterns it will use. Suppose you want to spin up infrastructure in GCP and Azure, it will take a little bit of time to spin up your infrastructure, whereas Terraform is purely built for infra provisioning. It will take lesser time than Ansible. The processing capacity of the Terraform is more powerful than the Ansible. Okay. For example, even though you see like I want to do automations, let's say like I have a master server in Ansible, and in this master server, I am talking with my child servers. Okay. Let's say like my manager says, Praveen, you have 3 servers, you make one master and 2 as worker nodes or slaves of your system. Now, the beauty here in the Ansible setup is in your master and slave or worker nodes configuration, you don't need to deploy any kind of agents onto your child servers. Agents is what basically in the Jenkins, if you have seen my previous projects, Jenkins and the normal system, if we want to integrate both of them as a parent and child relationship, you have to install a master agent onto the child. With that, they will communicate each other. So here there is no concept of agents, but here what is the concept? Here the concept is passwordless authentication. Okay, very important. Passwordless authentication. So what does this mean? It means that whenever you create a Linux server and you generate the keys ssh-key gen, okay, you use this command, there will be a public key and there will be a private key generated for Ansible master. And what you do, you take the public key of this server and put it in the authorized keys of the child server. So this is very much important for any kind of server talk. Okay. And every server should be in the same subnet, same network, so that their communications is easy. And at the same time, you will open the security groups for port 22 and various kinds of IPs to be as their inbound rules. But majority of the talk between the servers is via the passwordless authentication. Now you understood, right? Ansible as a master, it has slaves. Slaves mean servers. Now, in order to learn Ansible, the architecture is just small, guys. Okay. You have a master, you have a worker one, worker two, whatever you call it. Okay. Now, the most important thing is here there are 2 files. Okay. The one file is called Playbooks. The other file is called inventory file. Okay. Now, very simple. What is inventory file? Inventory file is nothing but my master should know, right? Who are its child? Suppose this child is having 10.12.21.0 slash 10.13.0.0 slash. Now, these are the IP addresses of the system. Now, my master should know, right? On which server I have to do automations. Correct. So for that reason, you copy these two IP address and put it in the inventory file. So inventory file will look like the IP addresses. Okay. The host names also you can add it and various kinds of other things. Okay, you can add it in the inventory file. With that, the playbook will come to know, okay, this is my target instances where I have to do the automations. Now, what is a playbook? Playbook is nothing but whatever the tasks you want to make Ansible to work. Let's say like tasks are there. Okay, the first task is I want to run a shell script. Okay, so similarly, you can do any kind of tasks with the help of playbooks. And here there will be a pattern called hosts, which will directly link to your inventory file. So whenever you say host all, it means that you are pointing your both the IPs to have this automation done. It means both the servers will have all the data that is there in the playbook. So simply there are two files in the master server. One is playbook, one is inventory file. Inventory file is the IPs which will be having as an inventory of all the servers that are connected to your master. And playbooks are nothing but whatever you are telling to your master server to do on the child servers, you put all the tasks here. Now let's move forward. Let's see the document. Okay. So in the Ansible, you see this document. And one more thing, from this Saturday, we are starting the free bootcamp 8. So you all will be learning with me various kinds of things, various kinds of automations, various kinds of projects. So if you want to be the part of free DevOps live course for 1 month, you all are welcome to be the part of that course starting from Saturday, 24th of August at 6 p.m. The links of the Telegram group is there. You can join the Telegram link, subscribe to the channel and share the link with your friends. Okay. Any questions, you can comment in the comment section. I will help you. So Ansible is an open source automation tool, which is used for configuration management and task automation. So as I have told you, okay. And for example, you want to do any kind of Ansible automation, you have to take two instances in EC2 AWS. Okay. One is Ansible server and one is the slave server or node server. And to install the Ansible in the server, you just copy this in the shell script and you do the installation. Now, connect to the EC2 instances, generate a key for passwordless SSH on both servers. So I have told you, right? SSH-keygen. So you generate the key, you go to cd.ssh folder. So copy the public key of the master server and paste in the node server. That's what we have done. So cat public key, you copy the key and go to the node server and create a VI authorized key. So that is how the parent server public key is taken and placed it in the node server of the authorized keys. Okay. Now, if you want to configure Ansible, you have the etc Ansible folder. Go to ls sudo vi host. Now, as I have told you, this host file is the inventory file. Some people called inventory.yaml, some people called host, and so many things are there. Okay. Now, this host file is similar to your inventory file, as I have told you. And there is a file called Ansible.cfg. Okay, Ansible.cfg. So as you are aware, every DevOps tool has a configuration file. And for Ansible, this is the configuration file, Ansible.cfg. And this Ansible file will have all the inventory details and all those things in the server. Now, as I have told you, Playbook is a set of tasks which are very much helping us. And it's written in YAML. So it will have a key value pair. I will show you in within less time. And it's called yet another markup language. And this allows us to do various kinds of automations on the child servers. Now, all of you see here how to create a playbook. Let's say like I want to check when my server is up or not. Okay. So I will create a playbook, sudo mkdir playbooks. I will create a playbook file and I will say sudo vi apache install. Now I am creating a apache install.yaml file. And in this YAML, if you see, guys, this is the actual automation which we are doing. Okay. So if you see the name of the playbook, so here the 4-rule theory will be very simple. Now, if you see here, first, second, third, fourth, this is very much important. Name of the playbook, host on which you want to run the automation, child servers. Okay. And become yes is basically you are giving the sudo permissions to the users on the other system. Go to the other system, become as a sudo user and perform the task. What is the first task? Install Apache. Suppose I have 3 servers and I'm going to install Apache. What is the module you are going to use in Ansible? So in Ansible, there are thousands of modules who have created. Basically, there are various kinds of teams under Ansible who creates various kinds of modules according to our requirement. And one such module, the first module which we are seeing is APT module. This module will help you understand how to install the Apache server. Okay, so you see here APT name and state. And now you see these three things are constant, guys. So, okay, left-hand side, whatever you are seeing, APT, the indentation spacing is also important. Name, Apache to state. Now, states are of three types: present, absent, okay, and started. Okay, so what it means is present means it will install the Apache server, state present. Absent means it will uninstall, and started means it will start. Stop means it will stop. And you have in Ansible the conditions also. Okay, now you see here when Ansible underscore OS underscore family equal to Debian. Now you need to be aware that this APT will work on Debian softwares only. So what I'm trying to do with the Ansible configuration management power, right? So why Ansible is called configuration management? Because it is able to read the OS level data or the kernel level data of the Linux system. So you see here, Ansible has a predefined category where it is calling Ansible underscore OS underscore family. And this value will be Debian. If that is a Debian server and equal to Debian, then only you should work. So for example, if someone is asking you, how do you install the Ansible task? How do you write a task in the Ansible to install Apache HTTPD? Simply on the Debian server, you say apt, okay, name, state, and you have to say this. If he asks, what is the condition that you will apply if my server is only Debian? I have to run this automation only if the server is Debian. So you have to say when Ansible OS family is equal to Debian. Now let's go down a little bit on terms of understanding if the Apache is running or not. Now, as you all know, whenever you install a software, you do systemctl start Docker, systemctl start Jenkins. So same way, you have a service also, service start, right? Service start Jenkins, service stop Jenkins, right? So same way, service name state started. So as I've told you, you have a service module. The second module which I'm going to introduce, the first module was APT module. The second module is service module, because once you install the software, you have to start the service also. Very simple funda. Okay? Now let's see like what are the other things in the playbook is there. If you little bit come down, enable, as you all know, systemctl enable Docker 24/7 up and runtime, right? And how do you run a playbook? You have to run a playbook by using Ansible-playbook, playbook name, Apache underscore install.yml if you write. And this is the command to run the playbook. Any kind of playbook, if you want to run, you can run it with this Ansible-playbook, the playbook name simply. Okay. Now let's see the other modules, copy module. Now this is a module if you want to copy a file from one server to another server, from anywhere, one folder to another folder, you can do it. Well, how does the copy file starts? And you need to understand this 3- implements that, okay, here it is not there. This 3- implements that this is a playbook. Okay, how the YAML file is different from a playbook, these 3 lines. Now, name of the playbook, again, the 4-rule theory, if you see, if I'm making it clear, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, name of the playbook. Hosts, if you see, the above host was something else, and here the host is something else. So what happens, right? In the inventory file, you have groups. Okay, so let's say like web servers. Okay, and I will have one more group called Debian. Okay, under the web server, I have 3-4 IP addresses of the server, and here I have 3-4 IP addresses of the server. Now, what I am trying to say is host web server means this will target only these 4 servers. It will not touch this. Obvious, right? When I'm targeting. So I don't want to run in all the servers. I only want to run the servers which have the group name called web servers, very simply. Okay, now that's what it will be very much helpful grouping in the inventory file. Now if you see tasks, this is the third module which I'm going to introduce. CSD, you can remember, copy source, from where you want to copy the file, from where you want to keep the file. And usually, as you are aware, whenever we create a file in the Linux system, you have to say owner, group, mode. Right now, what is owner of the file which you are going to create? Group you are assigning mode 0644 and backup true. If any issues are there, you can do the backup of the file also. Okay, now let's see other things. Create and delete file permissions. Now this is one more Ansible playbook. Now one more thing, you can do this hands-on. Okay, and the document will be available in the description. You can check out that document and make use of it. Now if you see, make sure the user is created. Now create and delete file permissions. Now this is one more automation. Make sure the user is created. Now the 4-rule theory, you know, already know. Now how do you create a file, guys? Very much important. Now you have seen in the previous slide, APT module, service module, okay, copy module. Now if you want to create a file, you have to use file module, file, path, state, absent, owner, group, mode. So basically what we are telling, if the state of the file is not there, if the file is not there, create the file, and owner and group and mode you can give 0644, or you can give like this also. Very simple, right? Playbooks You are understanding, right? I have a master. I want to do the automation in 1 lakh servers. I can do with this. I have a server. I want to create a file in 1 lakh servers in this particular folder. I can do it with automation. Okay. So that's how the Ansible is making itself more powerful. And every organization, wherever I have worked, Walmart, whereas on Infosys, we were using this thing. Suppose you want to create a directory. Here in the place of path and in the place of state will be directory here. Okay. Here the state is absent. If it is absent, you create a file. If you want a directory, file D. Okay. You have to say file, path, state, directory. Very important. Now, so let's say like you want to do cron job automation. Okay. You want to create a cron job. So how do you do it? Test.sh. You keep this, give execute permission, chmod u plus x. Suppose the same thing if I want to do it with Ansible. Okay. vi playbooks cronjob.yaml. Name of the playbook, cron jobs, web servers, name, cron jobs, cron, name. And you see here, this is the cron module, guys. So same thing. What is the use case of this is, in this document, it is trying to explain you that you can do this via the shell script also. And you can do this via the Ansible playbook also. So name, cron has a time basically, as you are aware that in Linux, the cron job timings are like this. Okay. The cron job is written like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and shell.sh, right? And it denotes your minutes, it denotes your hours, it denotes your day, it denotes your week, it denotes your, I think, minutes, hours, day, week. Okay, let's see. I think I forgot it here. No worries. I will just tell you, just 1 second. Cron job time format. Okay. So that's how you go to the image. Yes. Okay. You see here, the first thing only we got it. Okay. Minutes, hours, day, month, day of week. Oh, I think I was right. Okay. Okay. Minutes, hour, the second star is hour, day, third star, fourth month, day of week. Okay. Now, this is how it looks like. Okay. So you have seen, right? Okay. I will come down where we were cron job automations. Okay. So that is what minute, hour, day, month, weekday. So 5. And where is the job present? Where is the shell script present? Okay. That's how the cron job will run. Okay. Now, if you want to download the files from JFrog, from any file or any folder in the internet, how do you do it? You have a module called get URL module. And in this get URL module, you need to understand that there is a URL, there is a destination, owner, group, and mode. So whenever you are playing with the files, whenever you are downloading the file, whenever you are triggering something, whenever you are playing with the files, basically, group, owner, and the mode are very much important. So URL and destination, hit the URL. So you see curl -x, hit the URL -o, get the data, right? Hit the URL in the internet, download the file. So same thing we are doing. We are downloading the Python version and we are keeping in this destination folder temp. Okay. And we are assigning the owner. So this is how the Ansible module will be looking like for the get URL module. Suppose if I go down a little bit, ad hoc commands. Now, in Ansible, very important thing is ad hoc commands. What is this? Basically, is these are used to write any kind of command line interface commands. Okay. So if you want to write the command, you don't want to use the playbook, then you can go with the Ansible ad hoc command. So the Ansible ad hoc commands will not start with Ansible-playbook. It will start with Ansible. The host pattern, you want to match it, -m module, -a arguments. For example, if you want to see here, okay, suppose I want to ping my servers. Okay, there is a module called ping in Ansible. So you see here, Ansible, which servers I want to target, -module ping. This is kind of a module name. Okay, and arguments, if you want to say in the server what I want to do, arguments, ls. I want to list all the files in the servers. Okay, so similarly, if you see df-h, disk free -human readable format, Ansible, the name of the servers, -m, command, module. What is a module? Here I'm introducing you one more module called command module, and the arguments is df-h, very much important. And if you see here, there is a copy module, and the same copy module which we have done in the playbook can be written on the terminal also. Okay, shell script, shell module if you want to run, or any kind of shell script if you want to run, you can use it. Okay, variables in Ansible, very much important, guys. Okay, create a playbook. Let's say like I have a playbook and I want to pass some variables to my play. So how do you do it? Correct. That is what the important thing is. So in the four rule theory, name, host becomes, and the tasks you have called vars. Okay, variable key value pair. So key and a value, key and a value. And how do you call it? Very simple, guys. So you see here, ensure Apache HTTPD is installed. So earlier in the first playbook, you have seen that here the direct name Apache 2 we have given. But if you want to call any variable in the Ansible, this is how you call it, guys. This value will be sitting it here. So you have to write like this compulsorily in the Ansible. Similarly, how you call $echo hello, right? Something like this, or $hello. You call in the shell script the variables, right? Dollar. In the same way in Ansible, this is mandatory. Okay. Now, if you see here, service is started, so Apache service name. So that's how you call it. Okay. Now, handlers, very, very much important. Okay. Now, in this handlers, you need to understand that, guys, why we need handler. Very simple. Okay. You are having a playbook. Suppose I am having a playbook. Okay. Now you see here, these all things, make sure index.html. Okay. These all things are here. Okay. Very simple. Now you have a playbook. Let's assume that I want to install Apache. You have seen this. I want to deploy web content, copy module. You have seen this. Now, what is handler is basically whenever there is an issue or whenever there is an event triggered here. Okay. I want to make sure once this particular task is completed, I want to notify someone. Correct. Correct. Okay. I am inside a closed room. Someone is coming inside my room. I am getting a notification via my signal. Okay. So same way, if the task is completed, you notify restart server, right? So what we do, suppose we have changed any configurations of the software, we will try to restart the service, right? So for handlers and notifiers, this is very much important. For example, I have this and I want to notify to some person that, hey boss, you restart my Apache service. So how do you do it? You see here, there is a concept called notify and handlers. So whenever you want to notify some person, someone, you say notify and you name something. Okay. And handlers. So once the notification is sent from above task, you have a handler, and this handler will be taking your process. Okay. So it will be triggered. Once the notify Apache is triggered, this handler will catch it. Okay. Like the ball. Okay. It will catch it and it will restart the service. Okay. Very much important. Notify and handlers, right? Very, very much important. And if you see, if you run the playbook, it will be looking like this. Now, loops in Ansible, if you want to run multiple things. Okay. Suppose you want to create multiple users. You see here, four rule theory 1, 2, 3, 4, and name of the playbook. Okay, name of the task user. So there is a user module also, which is very much helpful to you. And if you see, loops in Ansible is used if you want to create multiple things in one task. Okay, so you see here, same variable calling. So first will come here with items you need to use. Second, third, fourth, and all the four users will be created. Okay, very, very much important and very much helpful for your understanding with items you need to use with items and user module. Okay, any module you can take. Conditional parameters, as I have told you, when Ansible underscore fact. So when, okay, these kind of things are very much important when you are using any kind of conditions on your Ansible. And if you go down, roles, very much important, guys. Very, very much important in every organization. This is used, and this is very much important. Now, why roles are important, I will simply tell you. Okay. Now, if you have complex automations, okay, what you do is you create a roles folder. Okay. And in that roles folder, you have multiple projects created. Let's say like in this, I want to create a Apache folder. I want to have MySQL folder. I want to have a Splunk folder. Okay. So what this role will do is simply, if you see here, in this Apache, there will be multiple folders again. Okay. So the segregation of the playbooks become easy. Now, if I want to write the Apache playbook, I will need to have like 2, 3, 4, 5 playbooks. Here also 5 playbooks. Here also 5 playbooks. So 15 playbooks scattered over the project don't look good. So now this roles will help you understand in a simpler way. If I want to show you very simply, okay. Very simply, if I want to show you, okay. So what I'm trying to do is in this roles, see here, master playbook will be there. Now, master playbook will be there. And in that playbook itself, you call roles. Okay. And in that roles, there is a role called web server and it has a task folder. And in that main.yaml will be there. And if you see in the main.yaml, the same things which was there in the first file, which you have directly written in the apache.yaml file, is now written in terms of playbook. Now, if I want to postmortem this, if I want to see this key, what is my master.yaml will be there. So this is how the master.yaml will be there. See here in the master.yaml, now in the for rule theory, little bit difference will come. Name, host, become. Now here roles is the parameter, not tasks. Okay, roles will come. Roles will called this role, and this role, if you have seen here, has a task folder and main.yaml. So in the main.yaml, you will be having this. So roles are very, very much important. Suppose I have one more role, guys. Okay, I have a MySQL role. Okay, here hyphen MySQL role is there. This role will be going to here. Okay, going to here. Going to here, and there will be a one more folder here, MySQL, and there will be a main.yaml simply. Okay. So I hope you have liked this video. Okay. Do the hands-on. It's very simple. Every step by step I have given to you. If you have liked the video, like the content, guys, and share the channel link with your friends. So much automations and things are rolling up for you guys. Very much hard work is putting on this channel. So share the link and make sure you are watching all the videos. Okay. This is Singham signing off. Meet you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.